Welcome to the first episode of the special edition of Chinese New Year, the Osmanthus cake.
恭喜恭喜恭喜你呀！恭喜恭喜恭喜你 Happy Chinese New Year! This new year is going to be the year of the snakes. In order to celebrate it, I have prepared a whole series of different food that we would eat during the celebration. So stay tuned in and don't look away because this episode is going to be very, very interesting. So the first thing I'm going to introduce you is the Osmanthus cake, which looks like this. Okay, it's long, and basically the red thing here is red beans, and the ingredients of this cake is red beans, obviously, and osmanthus, and rice, coconut milk, and sugar. So how do people eat this? Well, there are two different methods, two different ways to prepare this food. The first one is, what we're gonna do is we can just cut it into small pieces and then we fry it. We put that into a boiling oil, and then we can just fry it until it's crispy, and then we eat it. And the second method is just to cut it. You take it, you put it into the refrigerator for 2 to 4 hours. The best, but it doesn't really have to be that during that time. And then you can just take it out and then put coconut on it, and then you just enjoy it. That's something very cool to do. And from the surface you can see this thing here. This thing you can see is osmanthus. So, do you guys know what osmanthus is? In Mandarin, we say that osmanthus is called gui hua. It's a sort of flower, a white flower, small white flower, gui hua. So that's what they put on the surface here. And this surface is basically made of rice. So people would eat it, especially during Chinese New Year. But my mother has told me that this is not a very traditional Taiwanese food because Taiwan doesn't really produce osmanthus. So basically they eat it in mainland China. Yeah, but we still eat it. Some people here would eat it. And the Chinese New Year is actually surrounded with family. So the most important thing is that you gather together with your family, and that's very important. That's something that you can never ever skip. So this is called gui hua gao. Gui hua gao, gui hua gao. So I have already cut a small piece of gui hua gao, and I hope that you guys are going to enjoy it if you have a chance. But now I'm going to eat it in front of you to let you know that, and to tell you how it feels, how it tastes. Okay. Well, it tastes good. I'll give it 3.5 stars. And it's sticky, and you can taste the red bean here on the inside, and it's very special. It's more like a harder version of a jelly. So maybe you should try one day, see. It's like spongy. And it's very cool. To be honest, this is the first time I've ever tried it in Taiwan because, like I said, it's not a very traditional Taiwanese food, but people would eat it during the Chinese New Year and in mainland China. So this is so cool, and I hope that you guys will try it someday. But it has an origin. It has a very cool background, let me tell you. One day when a person, because if you're familiar with the Chinese history, you would know that basically now it's actually basically the same. People's life, especially the young's life, are always surrounded with tests. People take millions of tests and exams to become outstanding. So basically the only way to become outstanding is just to study as much as possible. So like a million years ago, I don't know how many years ago because it's very far away, so there is no historical proof anymore. But okay, the story, the background of Gui Hua Gao is like this. there was a man who wanted to participate in a very big test. And one day, he had millions of Osmanthus trees around his house. And then one day when he was studying, he fell asleep. And all of a sudden, he had a dream. A star asked him if he wanted to pick some flowers, some Osmanthus flowers from the moon. So he said that he would love to do that. So then the dragon just came and took him on the moon, and then he just jumped and grabbed a tree of Osmanthus down. And then that year when he had that dream, that year he passed the exam and become a very outstanding person. And his neighbor, when he was walking by his house, he suddenly all of a sudden got the inspiration and created this gui hua gao. So it's a representation of outstanding, and that's why the people in China or in Taiwan or anywhere else, I don't really know, would eat this during the Chinese New Year. They wish that the upcoming year is going to be really outstanding and really good. So that's why people eat it during the New Year. So, well, I hope that story was interesting, and I hope that if you have an opportunity, you would try this. This whole stick here costs my mother 80 NT dollars, which is less than $3. So it's okay. It's not expensive. So if you're here, just don't forget to go to the stores and ask the clerk or the boss or anyone in the store if they have this. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you guys are going to have a great Chinese New Year. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys learned something from this video, and happy Chinese New Year. Thanks.